Welcome to Hillview, a charming neighborhood in the heart of Singapore's west. Today we embark on a journey to discover the tranquil living, the natural beauty, and exciting destinations that make Hillview so special. Our first stop is the Hillview MRT station. It is a vital transportation hub that connects residents and businesses to key areas in the city. It is also part of the renowned Downtown Line, ensuring convenience for everyone in the region. Now let's explore Hillview 2. A bustling shopping and dining destination. You have a variety of shops over here. You have fashion boutiques, you have wellness shops, and you have so many dining options over here. And don't forget the supermarket. So this is truly a one-stop convenience for everyone staying in this region. But Hillview has more to offer than just urban conveniences. The railway corridor, once part of the historic KTM railway line, has now been transformed into walking and cycling trails. It is a perfect blend of recreation, beauty, and history as well. Speaking of nature, Hillview is a paradise for nature lovers. You have Bukit Timah Natural Reserve, to even Hillview's own green oasis and the serene Hindhede Nature Park. There is absolutely no shortage of nature surrounding you. And just a stone throw away, you will find Bukit Batok Town Park. It's often known as Little Guilin for its striking granite formations and peaceful lake. This is reminiscent of the famous Guilin in China. For the adventurous souls, Hillview also offers dedicated cycling trails through its winding green landscapes. It is a heaven for cyclists, providing a refreshing escape into the nature. In Hillview, urban living harmoniously coexists with nature wonders. It is truly a place where you can enjoy outdoor adventures, wildlife encounters, and at the same time, experience a tranquil Singaporean enclave all at once. We hope you enjoyed this journey through Hillview, and we invite you to explore this unique neighborhood all for yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting journeys like this one. Until the next time, now let's move on to our podcast. Good morning, everyone. Today we are on a new episode of Next Podcast, and I have these exciting colleagues coming on this episode. This is going to be a very exciting episode. I hope you stay to the end. Before we begin, let me introduce my wonderful colleagues. Ivan Lim on my left. We have Nizam Gafu. Say hi.
Hi.
I have Jack Athena.
Hello.
And I have Neo Chi Sing.
Hello.
Okay. This is a very happening episode because we're going to talk about an up-and-coming location, something that I want to learn more from you guys as well. Before we begin, I would like to ask Jack, maybe you can share with the audience what is so good about this location. Where are we going to talk about?
Okay. You know, when I first received this lead appointment from the company, I was like extremely excited and very happy. You know why? Because I'm the GTA of this location, GTA agent of this location. It is my home.
It's your home?
Yes.
So
okay.
You're the best person I should be speaking with about this location, yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Okay. I'm involved in most of the new launches in the west side of Singapore. And coming over to Hillview Estate is really like homecoming to me.
Hang on there. Hillview Estate.
Correct.
Now we have the location, Hillview Estate, and this project that we're going to talk about is?
Hillhaven.
Hillhaven, guys. Okay, listen up. Let you share what is the most exciting development in this location.
Okay. Over the years, I've seen Hillview Estate evolve from a ulu place to a brand new town today. Okay, and now it's so convenient and so conducive for all the residents over there.
I see.
Yeah, and we're talking about convenience. We have the Hillview MRT, which is just 5 minutes walk from where we are.
Okay. Right,
and then and the walkway is sheltered. Yes, already done out.
I think Singaporeans are very pampered. So when you see the word sheltered, people like me, sheltered.
Rain or shine, no worries. It's already done out, already sheltered.
So it's connected from the development to the MRT station?
To the MRT station, just cross the road and then it's already sheltered all the way to the MRT station.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then with this downtown line, going to Bugis Junction, is just less than 20 minutes.
Less than 20 minutes?
Yes.
Wow.
And along the way, we have 5 MRT interchange for them to access to other parts of Singapore.
Wow. Do you want to share what are the 5 MRT stations? Because coming from somebody who drives, I need some help on the MRT map.
Okay, we have Circle Line.
Circle Line, okay.
We have Thomson East Coast Line.
Okay.
And then there is also North-South Line.
North-South Line, that's a purple line, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And the North-East Line
Northeast line, yeah.
which is the red color line.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the east-west line.
It's the green line.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so that's one. Okay.
Okay.
Number two, there are a lot of shopping malls, big and small shopping malls around Hillview Estate.
Tell me more about it. I'm not familiar with Hillview.
Okay, so first of all, we have Hillview 2, just
Hillview
across the street,
Okay.
probably like 1 or 2 minutes walk.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and then further down a little bit, we have the Rail Mall, where a
Okay.
whole row of eateries and a cold storage is over there.
Oh, I've been there. You know what I visit Railway Mall for? Railway Mall, right?
Yes.
I visit there for, the ban mian.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Correct,
The namki
They
bao.
open until very late on.
Yes, I love that. I love the meal. I always go there for the meal.
Yeah, nice. Okay, then of course Hillview 2,
Yeah.
there are a lot of restaurants, and at the same time there is a good sized supermarket for residents over there to buy their groceries as and when they need. No need to stock up.
Wow.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, the meats, the veggies are all fresh.
Is it a wet market then?
No, it's a supermarket.
Supermarket, but a fresh supermarket.
Correct.
Wow, okay.
Something different,
Something different,
Okay,
yeah.
then of course 2 MRT stations away, at Bukit Panjang Integrated Transport Hub down there, we have Hillian Mall.
Hillian Mall, yeah.
Yes, a very big one. Then we have Bukit Panjang Plaza. Then we also have Junction 10.
Junction 10. Oh,
Yeah.
I know Junction
And there
10.
are supermarkets over there as well.
Oh, wow.
So it's very, very convenient. It's like
sounds
a
like
town center also.
sounds like places like Red Mart, How Mart, all this may not have business, for delivery.
Correct. Yeah, no need to do delivery. Yeah. Then thirdly, Hillview is actually surrounded by parks, nature parks we're talking about. Yeah. So I got client who told me that the temperature in this side of Singapore is slightly lower. It's about 1 degree lower than the rest of the Singapore.
Wow.
Just because we got a lot of nature parks.
Well, maybe I should consider putting my husband in this kind of location because he's somebody who.
Is high.
Yeah, his temperature is high. He's a hot-blooded male.
Okay, so we have Bukit Batok Town Park where the Xiao Guilin is located. Yeah, so it's I think it's more known as Bukit Gombak Park. Most of us know it as Bukit Gombak Park because of Xiao Guilin. Okay, then we have Bukit Batok Nature Park. We have the Dairy Farm Nature Park. We have the famous Bukit Timah Nature Reserve where the Bukit Timah Hill is at. Yeah, and then we also have the Rail Corridor, which is just a stone throw away.
Most people stay in this location have no reason not to exercise.
Correct.
You don't need to use the gym inside your development. You get out of.
Yes, healthy lifestyle. Very, they can do their, it's like what Nizam used to say the word wellness.
Wellness.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a self-care man.
No, it's not just I'm a self-care man, but the thing here is in today's world with so much of stress, especially in Singapore and Asia particularly, there's a lot of emphasis on wellness and just as how Jack mentioned, this place brings about a lot of wellness with it.
I'm beginning to see that.
Yeah, okay. Then lastly, there are good schools within the whole vicinity.
Okay, you're talking to somebody without a child. Tell me more about the good school.
Okay, so within 1 kilometer, we have CHIJ.
I know that's a good school.
Yes, it's a girls' school. And then with this downtown line, be it primary, secondary, or even tertiary, going to school is just a breeze, really. So simple. Because the whole downtown line cover from primary school to secondary school to even tertiary. We have good schools like CHIJ. Okay, we have good schools like MGS, Methodist Girls. Yeah, we also have primary schools like Zhenhua Primary. Then we have Bukit Panjang Primary. Then along the way we have junior college like Hua Chung Junior College along the downtown line. Travel down the downtown line. Yeah, Hua Chung Junior College. We even have SMU.
Well, I think there's a misconception about this Hillview estate where you started with saying that it's a ulu location, right? But hearing from you, I feel that this is a very well connected place. Yeah, and also with schools. That's one thing that I have not heard about. Even as a real estate agent for 10 years, I have not heard about it being well connected. So wow, thank you for sharing that. Anything else?
That's all. I leave the rest to them.
Oh, leave that. Also, we have given all the good information all the way at the start. Okay, so now we are going to go to Ivan.
Yes.
Okay, let me see what I can ask you. I have a lot of questions, okay, but I'll pick those that are essential, things that will help you to understand more about the location and the project, of course. Okay, so she has given all the ammunition. I want you to share about the current and future transformation. Is there going to be any ongoing upgrades in the estate?
Okay. Personally, I share the same sentiment like Jack, because in the past I always thought that Hillview area is a very ulu place.
Another one, is it?
Yes, because most of my clients, I serve them, they are all in the eastern area. So I hardly serve clients over here. But when I came over to this area, I was quite surprised. Because just 1-2 years ago, I managed to help my uncle and some of my friends to sell some properties over there. To my surprise, I was quite shocked that the response was overwhelming. So I tend to ask the buyers, why are you all choosing here and where are you from? They are from whole of Singapore. I have people from Woodland, I have people from the Pasir Ris, I have people from anywhere, even some central location. They are moving to this area. So I was quite surprised that why are you choosing this area? So that is how it hooked me when I was appointed as a lead IC for this project. I was very excited. Without a doubt, straight away I just take the project.
Well, I think as a listener, it is very surprising when you list out somebody from the Pasir Ris coming over to this estate.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, MRT map. Pasir Ris is on the extreme end of the line,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Wow. And for that person to buy into this location.
It's quite surprising
Wow.
because what I get from them is because they like the nature. No doubt Pasir Ris is quite near to the beach and everything. But they like the nature over here. And then they want to move more centralized. I mean, people who stay in Pasir Ris, they know it's very peaceful. But when you come to this area, you have, like what Jack has shared, Xiao Guilin, Bukit Batok area, we have the nature, Bukit Timah Hill and everything. So it's quite convenient in this area also. Yeah.
I think for somebody who drives like myself, from Bukit Timah, Upper Bukit Timah to get to where Hugh Haven is, actually is quite near. It's quite centralized.
Yes. So when I explored that area, I was quite interested in this area. Personally, I feel that because me and my wife, we also like the nature. So when we are looking at this development itself, right, I was telling my wife, probably we also can consider this area also because we like the nature.
You got one more guy here.
Okay, then I got to discuss closely with my wife first. But we like the nature, we like the connectivity, okay, we like the amenities. You see, with MRT is up, just like Jack has shared. This is a downtown line. It's so convenient. Less than 20 minutes we can get to Bugis. And then there's all the schools that is within the MRT line. So to us is we like the connectivity here. We like the amenities, the rail mall. Then even to Bukit Panjang area, we like the Hillview too. They have some nice restaurants over there. Yeah. So they also have anytime fitness. So personally, I'm a fitness person, so I also like the area. So sorry, I don't want to sit beside you.
Yeah, but
Got no choice. Yeah. So personally, I feel Hugh Haven is definitely going to ride on the wave, given that Fai is the developer. Fai has built this reserve residence in Beauty World. We are just a short drive towards that location. It's a new transformation coming up. I believe Hugh Haven will ride on this wave to appreciate in the years to come.
Wow.
Fire is and who the what? Seiki 3, is it?
Seiki Sui,
You need to teach me how to pronounce
Yeah, it's
that
a
name.
Japanese word.
Japanese word. What is that pronunciation?
No, basically it's a joint venture between
It's a
two
joint
developers.
venture.
Yes,
Oh, I
but then
didn't
of
know
course
that.
Faiz is taking the lead lah.
Mm.
So the other joint venture party is, that's why I always got difficulty pronouncing the Japanese name. I leave it to him.
Yeah. So you see, to me is I see a lot of transformation when I study the URA master plan. I see the future. There's still a few more plots in this area. And then one of the upcoming big thing is the NS Hub. Not sure if you have read the news. It's going to be operating soon. The NS Hub is open to the public. They have all this like public. They offer outdoor fitness. There's outlets also. So I believe this area will bound to capture a lot of attention. People would like to move over here. Probably the demand for these houses over in this area will be higher. Yeah. So personally, I feel quite excited to see this transformation.
How far is the NS home?
Honestly, if you ask me, I'm an active person.
Yep.
It's walkable. But I would say about 15 minutes, 20 minutes distance. But if you take, but if you take a drive, it's very close.
Yeah, it's very close. If you take a drive.
Yeah, you can look at a master plan. You can look at a map. It's all within the vicinity. That's why I share the same excitement with Jack because it's a home. To me, I don't stay there, but when I study the area, it was so exciting. I see a lot of transformation coming up.
His potential home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I'm trying to get into this into my mind. But I got to convince my wife.
No. Once you are there, there's lots of wellness.
Yes. The most important thing is the wellness.
As Singapore becomes more congested, I think people will go to the outer skirts, especially places near to nature, to be at home, feel
You see,
peaceful.
honestly, if you look at the whole of Singapore, we have a lot of buildings. But where can you find buildings that is very near to the nature? There's the kind of quality of life that you're looking into. You have a busy day, but at the weekend, you get to relax yourself, you get to enjoy, you walk through the nature. I mean, it's a different kind of lifestyle. Personally, I believe now many Singaporeans are interested in this. And when I went down to the area, it's not just the Singaporeans, but I see a lot of foreigners over there. I think this is somewhere the foreigners start to appreciate this area.
So by saying that, can I derive this conclusion that potentially the rental is going to spike the location as well?
Yes. This I'll leave it to my partner Chi Sing to share because he's the expert on this. Yeah.
Okay,
When
Chi
it
Sing,
comes to
I'm
numbers, when it comes to
turning
numbers.
to you. You're the
Yeah.
numbers guy, as on this panel. Okay, one thing I really want to understand is, people always say that when there are developments in the area, it will cause the project prices to go up.
Yep.
Why not I phrase it in this way? Can you share with us the value of this rub-on effect that it's going to have on this project?
Okay, when I actually started real estate about 18 years ago, now this place is like what you think, Jack think, Ivan initially think, okay, very ulu. It was then very exclusive because this area, there's all private housing, condos. So there's a over concentration of condo in this area. So when I started out in real estate 18 years ago, this place is hard to rent out. Rental is about 1,500. You can't even cover the monthly installment.
Wow.
So with transformation, with Hillview and the MRT coming to Hillview area, about 7-8 years ago, okay, the whole area start to transform. Now with convenience of shopping across the road, walkable to MRT station that connects to famous school in 10-15 minutes only, and to town area in about 20 minutes. So this area gains traction. So in fact, a lot of people are not aware. Everyone think that Hillview price will not go up. Last time agent always think this way. So a lot of people are not aware. Since 2018 up to now, Hillview prices have actually appreciate almost 40% for a project that is near to the MRT station.
Wow.
So in fact, it outperformed the general market. People always say new launch make money, we still don't make money. But in the last 5 years, due to transformation, the older condo also make money. It actually move up 40%.
Wow.
So in fact, moving forward, there's most of the condo in this area is about 20 years old, more than 20 years old. Now, this is an area under the master plan, URA master plan, that they want to actually offer newer housing, more housing option. So people who grow up in this area, right, will wanted to have a newer housing in this area. So in fact, there's a few plots that's coming out after Hugh Haven. So we expect this area to be well received by residents staying around there. And recently, we also see that residents who are staying in District 1 to 8 also started buying in this area.
Wow.
And in fact, recently, I have a client who actually approached me to look for a house in this area. Why? Because their children went to Hwa Chong, Nanyang Girls. And it's only about 10 minutes, MRT, taking the MRT is only about 10 minutes to this famous school.
Wow.
And that's why if they were to stay around those famous schools, the housing price is really high. But if they stay at Hillview area, they get somewhere very close to nature. After a hard day work, a long day in school, and go back, they have some place that's very relaxing and yet easy accessible to the good school. And those if parents are working in the so-called town area, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, they are all over the place. They can reach there without having to drive.
Wow. From what you have shared, Chi Sing, you have actually listed out a lot of resale indicators that show that this location, this project,
Yes.
buying in, you get the first mover advantage. And then you get a rub-on effect from the development of this estate.
Yes.
And through time, maybe the money is not to be made from the first generation, but at this generation, I am so sorry, something dropped.
No,
I'm not
that
gonna
is
deny
just
that.
creating the impact.
Impact,
That is
yes.
how this development
just
is
Buy
nice.
in, you need to buy in.
Yeah.
Timely. Okay, later I'll check my phone. If it's spoiled, you buy one from me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, back to just now what I was saying. So when you enter into estate at the right time,
Yes. Yes.
then you get to experience the rub-on effect. Am I right to say that?
Yes, and actually we can see that in last year due to the earlier transformation, we already see 40% price increase.
Wow.
And with new the estate being rejuvenated, more amenities are being built in this area, more housing option, drawing in new investors who want an area that is in the past they don't consider. Now with the connectivity, then not only the upgrading effect, but with the investor coming in, with amenities coming in, connectivities and convenience, well, I would think that Hillview area is a hidden gem.
Hidden gem. That's the right way to put it. And you can't have said it in any better words. Are you convinced?
I think I'm almost 50% convinced. The next 50% I go home and ask my wife. The hidden gem. I will tell her, I got a gem for you. Why?
I think it's you are 80% convinced, but 20% have photo power.
True. Yeah.
Okay, so now we have learned about the estate, about its connectivity, it being in a very good location, well connected, all the future transformation. I think right now where I want to get to, one thing I really want to understand is, and I'm sure this is a question that most consumers have, the developer history. I think that is very crucial. That is part of a resale indicator of whether the project will perform well in the resale market in future.
Sure, I mean, it's very important to know about the developer, but particularly I would like to talk, okay, there are two, this is a joint venture, right? Far East as well as, say, Sui, right? Okay. But of course, the whole development is actually led by Far East. Something that people need to know about Far East, which many of them may not have realized here is it. They are in a way trendsetters in the market.
Agree.
Okay.
Yes.
And they are also one of the earliest developer. They were as early as 1960, even before I was born.
Even before I was born.
Yeah.
Before all of us was born.
Because
before she saying
no,
born.
they are all very young. They're young.
I'm much younger than that.
Because they have greatly contributed to the shaping of the Singapore in many ways, be it from Orchard to many other parts of the world. But why I say that they are very different here is because they don't just pick up development just because an opportunity comes about. They like to position themselves in location that is going to be contributing to the transformation, the change, and especially when there's going to be a shift in buyer behavior, consumer behavior, they come in at the right point. Just in recent years, to take some example, will be the One Holland. It's 100% sold. But One Holland is a gem of that area that is going to bring about the entire transformation, change of lifestyle, convenience, whatever that you say, it brought to that location to rejuvenate. Then the next development, which was launched this year, May, was Reserve Residences.
Wow.
And that is of the many developments this year. How many were there? About 30, 40 developments this year launched? But they were the best performing developer with the highest sold, all within 3 months, 88% to date, right? Out of, and they only have got a balance of about 95 units out of 741, right?
Oh.
They only, and they also sold the highest number of units this year. But why? Again, it is in a location that is bringing about major transformation to the location, the Reserve Residences.
I think that's very powerful.
Yeah.
People say follow the government. After listening from you, I think follow the developer.
You see, because this developer follows the government very closely. They follow the master plan. They know where things are going to be happening and they come in at the right time. You see, when you come in too early, prices wouldn't move up that much.
Yes, right time.
You come in too late, prices would have gone too much. When you come in at a time when the transformation has taken place but haven't really kicked off that much, and I see this Hill Haven to be a project that is going to be bringing about the next phase of growth within that region. Because like what Jack was saying, that there are other land plots around there, right? But this is the most prominently located compared to the rest that may be launched in the future, because this is also the closest to the MRT station. Okay. And talking about the developer again, like I said here is, they are always trendsetters, they come in, but also they are someone who is very consumer centric. And then especially in these recent years, due to the change in the consumer behavior, because in today's market, buyers don't just knock on the door of the developer and then rush in to buy because of so many policies, so many concerns, so many planning that you have to do. Price points are different and all that, right? So people need the professional assistance and the support of the agents to plan things for them in terms of selling, buying. And so the developer has also become very, very agent-centric. In fact, of my years of working experience with some of the developers, I love working with Far East because of the way how they treat agents, they give importance to us, they really get the feedback from us because they have demonstrated that they really want to connect to the people on the ground, be it the consumers and the agents. And talking about that, you must also look at another reasons why they sell very well. It's because of the layout. They often come out with layout, the floor plans, the layout that appeals to the people, that is practical. That's why. And another thing here is when you talk about developer have got many strategies to sell. Some will come with very attractive price, launch, and then they hold back because now as a seller, will you like to sell all the properties now, knowing that if you hold the prices will increase? When will you like to sell, Tricia?
I would sell slowly.
Slowly, right? Most developers would like to do that, but not Far East. The reason here is because they have got in the pipeline other projects to come. Another major transformation expected here is what is that? The beach road area. What is
Golden
it called?
Mile.
Golden Mile.
Complex.
Golden Mile Complex. That is
Yep.
their next. And that is not the only one. They've got few more comings. I let them announce rather than me talking about what they're going to do. So they are someone who's very motivated and very focused. I know if I were to hold, I can sell higher, but I might as well let it all go at a price that is acceptable because they have demonstrated that at reserve residences. I was even asking the developer, hey, why is it that you are so motivated to sell? You know, if you to hold back, you can sell higher. Why? I mean, of course, I don't want them to do that, but I was just wanting to understand. They said, no, it's okay. We just want to move on because they have got many other projects in the pipeline. Versus a developer who only have got one development, what will they do? They will actually hold back because once they sell off, they don't have anything else to sell.
It's true.
So they will hold back and sell slowly and raise price slowly and gradually, but not for Far East. So they are priced to sell, consumer-centric, agent-centric, floor plan is good. They're coming at a time where it is expected to be the one that is going to be pushing up the price for the future. In fact, I'm not new to Hillview, okay, because before the Hillview MRT station was anticipated to come, I actually have brought in some of my very good friends, close friends, to buy properties there, to write on the potential. But of course, it didn't happen as fast as what I anticipated to be. But anyway, I'm glad that they've gained about 40%, like what Chi Seng was mentioning. So here, this is going to be another point where property prices are going to surge for one reason. Another thing, I feel that with Far East coming in here, with their track record, with the popularity, there's going to be a lot more attention this place is going to get because all this while, like what it was mentioned as a hidden gem, as a quiet ambience, but people in these days feel there is too much of pressure and work, right? So there are also an increasing number of population that desire, hey, work is work, home is home. So I don't want to be too close to the work because I don't want the energy and the vibe of the stress. So I want to live about 20 minutes away. Once I'm home, I'm like, breathing fresher air, lower temperature, more spacious, right? Less densely populated, where I can just take a walk down the trail, right? Open outdoor activity. So there's a shift in this. That's why if you listen to the radio, we drive. And most of this information I get from the radio, talking about the wellness, because where have we thought about mental wellness, emotional wellness in the past? These are all terms that have been coined recently and used recently. And I see this to be the perfect place. Given a choice, I would like to move in there too. Or maybe even have this as a retirement place maybe. I mean, I'm saying this not from a marketing perspective because that is the kind of vibe it gives, right? And that's why it attracts people from all over.
Wow. I think what you have just shared, everyone has come from different perspectives. You have shared from the business perspective of a developer who has pipeline of projects. So the cash flow is important to them, and which is the reason why the project is going to sell at a reasonable
Price to sell.
price to sell.
Yes.
That's the
If I
word.
were to just add a little bit more, though I shared this from a developer perspective,
Yes.
but I'm also sharing. I hope the listeners catch it. They are presenting it to the way how the people will receive the benefits.
So they're putting money on the table for the buyers.
For the buyers to grab.
To grab.
Actually, you put it very nicely.
I learned it from the best.
Very livable area, very livable layout, connectivity, everything, whatever that Jack, she's saying, as well as Ivan say, you were able to pull the best from them.
Wow. Okay, so I think you guys are going to share more about the floor plan efficiency at a later date at other consumer empowerment seminars. Yeah?
Sure.
Are we expecting that? to
Yeah,
come?
sure. A lot more because we anticipate this, collectively, we anticipate this as one of, because it's going to be, and this is anticipated to be launched in January anticipated. So look out, stay tuned for announcements, right? And we expect this to be the next, potentially the bestseller or the trendsetter for the year. Because of the location, because of the benefits, and also because of the developer background, and also the price points, right? We expect this to be attractively priced for consumers to pick up.
Wow. I have learned a lot about this development. I'm not sure about you, but I'm sold on the development. I'm sold about the upcoming transformation. I'm sold about its connectivity. I'm sold about the price point that it's going to start from. Well, there are so many projects in the market these days. How do you know whether you're entering at the right price? I think knowing all this about a project, not just the numbers itself, but something that's outside of the project will help us to make a better decision. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys. Before we end off, can I just have a one-liner from each of you about this project or anything you want to say to the audience before we wrap this up nicely? Chising, let's start from you.
Okay, don't miss this project. Watch out for the preview period, and please be there.
Preview period. Wait. When is it?
Likely will be in early January, so the dates are not confirmed, but we are all eagerly looking forward.
Okay, better be the date when everyone in Singapore is back in Singapore from their holidays in December, back in Singapore, and then they will attend your preview.
Yes, we all hope so.
Okay, Jack, what about you?
Simple. You really have to be there. Don't miss this, really.
Sweet and sharp. Nizam.
Yeah, I mean, often we are not so sure what to pick up and all that. There's a lot of consumer, but it's always good to follow a few people, the government plans, a developer who writes on the government plans,
We have established that. Okay.
and an agency that leads the developer.
Wow.
Right, so join us.
That is a very nice wrap up from Nizam.
Yeah.
Ivan, you are the ending. Give it an
I'm the
impactful
ending,
one.
right?
Yes, you're the ending. Give it a
Don't
good
miss the hidden gem. This is the hidden gem that you must come and appreciate it.
And one thing that he has left out of this podcast is he's going to buy a unit. His wife is really happy. Thank you so much for attending this podcast, and we will
See you at Hillview.